Hello from JWG. We're at the exciting time in our calendar when we're in the process of organising our annual conference, which is going to be the 16th and 17th of November, and for the very first time will be virtual. The purpose of this trailer is to give you an overview of what we're going to bring you. PJ, with so many virtual events available, what makes our annual conference different?
Well, Karina, we've been involved in a lot of online conferences. We've really tried to learn from them and really pick up the best bits. What we try to do is create a content-rich, dialogue-friendly community feel for collaboration online. JWG was a working group to start. We want to keep that premise, but we're trying to move it more digital. This isn't going to be a monologue per topic. That's not what we're all about. This isn't speeches with people trying to sell to you. It's a debate about the real issues and how to tackle them.
So who's our target audience?
We have a fantastic mix at our event this year. I am really, really pleased in terms of the breadth and depth across the firms, the regulators, the vendors, the academics, the trade associations, we're able to pull together, because of the thematic way we've gone about this, a really deep cross-section of people at different firms. So from the bank's point of view, we have executive decision makers in the data, the technology, controls, operations space. We have the regulatory SMEs and the head of change, legal compliance, and program owners, of course. But what brings this all together is the collaborative nature of talking through the different agendas and working out what those key themes are.
So people get a very real benefit from dialing in.
Yeah, absolutely. We want people to take away practical strategies and a real context of what problem they're solving is, so that they can find a better way to deploy RegTech and SupTech. I mean, one of the big things that's happened in the last 18 months is the regulators have gotten very focused on what their strategies are. So it's, again, something we're bringing to the table, and we want all parties to be able to benefit from a joined up conversation of this nature.
Bearing in mind the varying qualities of virtual events, we've had some good ones, we've had some bad ones that we've been watching. How will ours work?
Well, what we've done is brought together a massive amount of content to provide the audience the context that allows them to dial in on that specific conversation. One of the things you miss when you're not in person is the ability to have the side chat to say, hey, what are they really talking about? Or what's important for you here? So we've tried to have all of the materials online for each of the different discussions, but then also have the live poll and the Q&A and the relevant intelligence for all that discussion. And I'm just really proud of my team and how they've been able to pull it all together. It's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears going into pulling this our website into the next century.
One thing I'm most excited about after talking to the firms is the fact that because our events are so content rich, they want to be able to continue the conversation and also maybe to kind of revisit the research papers and the contents. So that's obviously why we're going to have the on-demand element for 6 months. So we're very excited about that.
We've stepped back on this one and really looked at the pre-COVID book of work and how it's been affected by COVID and all of the new regulation. There's a lot of need for practical discussions about what people need to do with RegTech and the SupTech. But to do that, you need to come back to why are we doing it? So we've done a lot of painstaking analysis on how all this patchwork of regulation fits together and what are some of the big themes from the board level perspective.
So what are those top themes?
Well, you look at it for the next couple of years, you really see a lot of opportunities for market change. And it's something that's not talked about much in the typical RegTech chat. But there really will be some winners and losers. And we want to really pull out in a few key panels what we think some of those market change opportunities are. We then want to get into the nature of the controls that the regulators are asking for. Big differences from what's traditionally been happening. And again, something that's not typically pulled out from a conference conversation, but the impact of cloud and a lot of the data controls is really going to shift the way we're looking at the sector next couple of years. And third, but certainly not least, is the way we think about reporting and risk management overall. We've had some huge efforts in those spaces. Last 18 months, we're really starting to get some traction. So we're looking forward to bringing that out of the cupboard and revealing how some of that's come together. So Karina, there's obviously a huge amount of information about this conference. It's spread over 2 days, and there's a lot out there. How do people find out more about what's going on?
Well, you can go to our conference website, which is regtechconference.co.uk, or go to the JWG website, which is jwg-it.eu.
Great, and I guess there's a really good news story around the cost for this. I mean, back in the old days, we would have been talking about, big tickets, ticket prices. What's happening on the cost front this year?
Well, again, because we're part of the JWG remit is educational and to inform anyone who works for a firm, a trade association, is a leading academic, they all come free. And also you get the online demand VIP pass, which allows you to access content for 6 months. For vendors, we have kept the price pretty low because we want to, again, educate the community. And so we have got an early bird discount, which allows you not only to have a pass for the live event, but again, for the 6-month contract. And that is £200 plus VAT. I'm sorry about that.
Huge value. Thank you very much for pulling this all together, Karina. We're looking forward to a great event.